Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Settlers Online Adventure Tutorial for Beginners. My name is Icepick and I will try to explain the basics of adventuring in Settlers. So first of all, let us see the ways you can get yourself an adventure. You can go to your Start menu, select your Explorer, select Find Adventure, and then select one of those three options, depending on your level. For first option is short adventure find. You need to pay 10 coins and 50 sausages. For medium, 30 coins and 150 sausages, and for long, 60 coins and 350 sausages. I do not yet have those opened since I'm not of required level, but nevertheless let us do a treasure find, that is adventure find. I don't suggest you try to play adventures before you destroy all bandit camps in your primary sector. As you can see, I have done all that. I have finished everything there is to do in my starting sector, and the only way I can get more experience is by completing quests or by completing adventures. That will also be true for every one of you that have destroyed every bandit camp in your home sector. So, when sending explorers to find an adventure, he can find a whole adventure, depending on what type of adventure find you've chosen. You can get more valuable or less valuable adventure, but most times your explorer will return with only map fragments. But do not despair, since you can use those map fragments to trade for gold, that is gold coins, or you can use them to trade for adventures when going to merchant and adventures. As you can see, these are map fragments. I do not yet have enough of them since I spent some of them. Your explorer can find any of these adventures, or he can find a couple of map fragments which then you can use to purchase adventures. But if you want to be sure, you can just use your gold coins and go to trade, do refresh, and wait, then just, let's say, type in adventure name, let's say stealing from Rich. I forgot to put enough. Yeah, as you can see, you can buy this adventure for 200 coins, or you can try your luck. Okay, how to start an adventure? You press your Start menu. Once you have acquired your adventure, you select an adventure. A pop-up window opens. Then you can see adventure difficulty, which can be 10, and you can see the type of adventure. There are 4 types of adventures. Experience adventure, one that grants you a great amount of experience points. Resource adventure, that grants you a huge amount of resources. Follow-up adventures usually come up when you finish an adventure, and epic adventures that can grant you an epic building. To start an adventure, you would click on a Start button. Since I'm doing this tutorial, I will not be starting that adventure. I'll buy a new one. This is a bounty hunter adventure. For some reason I cannot buy it. Yeah, I have reached the limit of this item. Okay, nevertheless, I'll start another adventure. Let's find an easy one. Okay, which of the swamp it is. You can see here the number of players that can play this adventure and available time in which you are required to complete it. So let's just start an adventure. Yes, I do want to start it now. Pop-up window should come up right here. Okay, what can you do with adventure? I'll just wait for a second. Okay, here it is. You can click here. You can click Send Army and choose one of your generals and send your armies to that adventure. So, for this instance, I am going to assign some armies to my generals, and I'm going to send them to an adventure. Okay. So you click here, click Send Army, you choose General, make sure you choose one that has maximum amount of units, click OK. Your general takes about half an hour to get to an adventure. It also takes that amount of time to return, unless you have purchased a better general that can halve that time. Okay. Also, there are adventures where you can invite your friends to join. This is an easy adventure, so we do not have that option. But if you click here, you can type in the name of your friend and invite him to join you to your adventures. You can always see the details of an adventure, that is difficulty, what type of adventure, number of players, active players, and so on. So, let us visit the adventure. You can send multiple number of your generals to an adventure. Let us. Oh yeah, my general is not yet here. So he will probably appear. I'm guessing no, not in this region. He will appear in unoccupied region. So you probably know everything about that if you are level 6, you are level 30 or around. If not, this video is probably not for you then. So just wait until you get around level 30 and then you can start playing adventures. So, as you can see, you have quests within adventure. Is destroy all towers. Usually it is to destroy every single bandit camp in your adventure. So as I said earlier, you can send multiple generals to your adventure. Just make sure you have sent a general that has a maximum number of units attached to it. You can also send those reinforcements by leaving the units here. Do not fear, even though all of your generals are not in adventure, your units will wait for them, and when you return, they will be here. So you can unselect all units from your general. You can choose Send Army back. Well, I do not have yet a general here, so you just click a general, click OK, and it takes him about 30 minutes to get home. You can then apply new units to general and send him back to adventure, thus reinforcing your total number of units in adventure. Okay, so I've told you already, you can invite your friends, but that option is not available at all times. So, what happens when you complete an adventure? Well, depending on adventure type, you can get a number of rewards such as experience, another adventure, resources, or epic buildings. You will always know what kind of adventure will you be using, so you will know approximately what are you going to get. In order to complete adventure, you will need certain amount of units, and I would suggest to you that you use one of my following videos that I will record. So I will record first this adventure, Witch of the Swamp. I would make a video that will show you how many soldiers do you need to have, what type of units you need to have, and what is the best way to complete an adventure to minimize your loss and thus preserve your resources. I would suggest you choose your adventures carefully, and before completing any of them, either visit my YouTube page or go to the forums where you can get more info on what is required for completion of the adventure. I will be taking a look at every adventure in this game and provide details of how are they played with least amount of resources spent. But until that happens, you can always use the forums. If you are of higher level, then you can probably use a battle simulator, which I will attach into the description of my video. So if you have any comments regarding this or would like any more tutorials, feel free to ask me about that in comments. If you like the content, make sure to put a comment below, subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thanks for watching.